Hey guys, very good morning. Welcome back to another daily market outlook. So first of all, the dollar is currently, let's say, resting inside this area of demand here on the 4-hour time frame. You can still see I have quite some lines in here. And why is that? Well, if we zoom out and we go in towards the daily time frame, we can see that we've been coming from the 75% mark, which was acting as resistance. Now we're currently in a mid-range, so we're in between the 75 and 25% mark. There is still a little room for it to fall down lower. Looking at the 4-hour, I'm not a big fan. Momentum overall is still in towards the downside. This isn't necessarily the strongest area of demand, so I'm still keeping my eyes open for a potential further move down. Momentum is still in towards the downside. For now, just keep an eye. If we still maintain this high over here, then I am still in the anticipation that we're going to be continuing our move in towards the downside. So yeah, just keep an eye open. Dollar index for now is still looking bearish. Overall, going in towards the 1 hour isn't really making anything more clear. Very choppy price action since last week, so gonna keep it open. What's gonna be happening to the dollar index? Let's focus on EURUSD, because EURUSD is currently inside supply. This is our swing high, this is our swing low. So as we can see, we made a pullback all the way up in towards the highs, liquidating our own high over here and liquidating this over here. Now what are we looking for? Obviously we kind of broke this high over here, which is fractal structure, and then the low which broke that high was the low of this bearish candle. So ultimately we're now fractal bearish, so expecting a potential further move down this week from EURUSD. Also in mind that the dollar index is in 4-hour demand, so there is potential for a further correction or further continuation from EURUSD. Now going in towards the 15-minute, obviously it's very consolidative like this. You can see it's just very messy. So there's two kind of ways that we can play this. Either we can see this as a liquidity low, and this low try to take out that low, meaning that there's liquidity underneath this low. So we have reason to look for that short, because over here the liquidity high already got taken out, right? So the liquidity low is not the low that is open. So this morning, if we, for example, pull back into this imbalance over here, or for example, this overall buy before the sell over here, then you could look for ultimately a continuation trade further in towards the downside. So that's the game plan for EURUSD pretty much. I'm favoring a short above a long. Going in towards AUDUSD, ultimately, if we just quickly first go into the daily, what has happened? Break of structure in towards the upside. Okay, so what do we expect after break of structure? We expect a pullback. So potential for a pullback play coming in. However, keep in mind there's still a lot of liquidity open over here, so we do have potential for AUDUSD to continue moving up higher. Overall here from a weekly perspective, it seems that kind of like the weekly is breaking out of this descending trend line. Not that I trade like this, but it is an indication that there is potential for a higher move up. So yeah, keeping an eye on that. Pretty much you can see that there's going to be a breakout in the near future in either direction, but focusing mainly on the daily, it does look like there's still more potential to move up higher. However, the 4-hour is quite overextended, but do keep in mind after a very long period of range, it is very obvious that we can expect a very big move. So it wouldn't be strange for us to keep on impulsing, but if we, for example, go and, oh, that's not supposed to happen, but if we go and we look over here on the 4-hour, yeah, to be honest, there's also not like a real clear area of supply over here to our left, except for, no, there isn't, until let's say we pretty much come into here. So that is kind of like my main target for 4-hour supply. So I'm still not very bearish on AU just yet. Going into GBPUSD, what are we seeing there? Well, GBPUSD is nearly at that supply zone. We can see that last week's analysis played out pretty well. Overall bullish momentum is still there, waiting for this supply zone to get hit before I do anything big. Go into the 4-hour again, and what has happened? We've taken out this liquidity high. So yeah, I mean, at the moment, this is your fractal low, the low of this bearish candle. If we already take out that low, I'm already going to be looking for a deeper correction due to the overextended nature of the 4-hour here. I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive. So waiting for a 4-hour chalk, then we short. Higher probability plays, of course, from this supply zone. Go into NZDUSD. What are we seeing there? well, NZD USD has been taking out those liquidity highs as we see. We even took out kind of like the highest high, which I indicated. So from here we could also, see a deeper correction. Again, very similar, just waiting for a 4-hour chalk and then potential for a deeper correction. Now going into our last pair, which is gold. What are we seeing on gold? And let's see. Yeah, gold, we've taken out this high over here, as you can see, and that is pretty much now indicating that there's potential for a move down. This is definitely kind of like a significant high. What happens after we take out a significant high? There is always, or most likely, going to be a pullback unless we kick off with a lot of momentum just a little bit higher in towards this consolidation range. So yeah, I'm more than not looking for kind of like a small correction on gold early this week, today or tomorrow. So yeah, that's it pretty much for today. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Wish you a fantastic day and speak soon.